It's very disconcerting when you're trying to teach somebody and they say, now, as you approach the roundabout, what can you see? Daffodils. Oh, right. And can you see anything else? Tulips? No. Now, what about cars? Oh, sorry, yes, cars. Yes, there's a red car, there's a lorry. Jesus, look at that lorry. And then the next question that they ask you is, how long do you reckon I need before I'm ready for my test? I run the Three Counties Driving School in Malvern. We offer intensive residential courses. People come to us because they want to learn to drive in a week. Okay, this week's list of runners and riders. From the top, Jock, you've got Rupert Bain. He's 29th birthday. He's had a previous driving test. He's very nervous and he needs a lot of reassurance. Myself, I've got Julia. She's lovely and she's frightfully well spoken, and she's bound to pass the test, which is only fair. Jack, on the other hand, you've got a really stunning pupil, Geraldine. 95 tests. No, I'm exaggerating. I meant 94, actually.
It's a mission impossible.
This is yet another mission impossible. Okay. But she's been driving for 25 years, and I think it is left-handed down a bit. Whatever you do, keep your face straight. You know the business policy. No laughing at the pupils. There is just one minor little detail. The tests are all on Friday the 13th. And I'm not superstitious, and you're not superstitious. Like, you know what I mean? We pick them up in the morning from the bed and breakfast and take them out driving all day.
Yes, gentlemen. That's only this morning.
And at the end of the week, we put them in for the driving test.
I'm going to take you down to a nice quiet road and start you off. Okay, Geraldine, I want to do a test routine now.
Right.
So you got a mixed bag of driving. You got a roundabout, or maybe 3 roundabouts, 5 sets of traffic lights,
right.
Parked cars to deal with.
Yeah. And I've been taking driving lessons for many years on and off. And when I see people who drive, it makes me feel really inferior.
Ready? Move off.
I feel as if I'm not as intelligent or not as clever as the person next to me. That's better. Oops, it is. Yeah. Hold on, what's he doing? No, he's not. He didn't signal.
No, they told you we don't live in a perfect world, Geraldine. They don't signal, do they?
No.
Naughty drivers. That's it. Once you're on, you're on, yeah?
That's it. Now, again, what did I do there?
You're just a bit slow getting away. Okay? Just a bit slow.
It's very easy to go more than 30 miles an hour, isn't it, on the roads?
Oh, it is, yeah. But you remember what you failed the driving test on before?
Oh, don't even ask.
Slow, slow. Try slow. No, darling, don't look to the front. Look to the back. Slow, slow, slow. Nice and gently.
Absolutely miles out.
Are you really? I've no idea. Slow, slow, very slow. Slow, touch down.
Oh, that was the pavement.
That's it. That's extra. If you go on the pavement, you have to charge it. That's £1 extra. Left to bring it brings it in. Right brings it out. All right? I'll be really nice to you this time. Tomorrow I'll be absolutely dreadful.
I had a reading from a clairvoyant a couple of weeks ago, and she said my problem would be reversing. She didn't say whether I was going to pass or not. But I just decided at the end of last year that this was going to be the year when I'd really learn to drive. And the 13th has always been quite a lucky day for me. Lots of things in my life have happened on the 13th. In a way, that was actually part of the attraction for me, was taking the test on Friday the 13th.
You're useless. Nice, but useless.
Straight on?
Yes, straight ahead. Got a death wish from over. Have a look at them crossing the road in front of you.
Having failed before, I was quite nervous about taking the test again. But I'm looking for a job at the moment, and without a driving licence, it's very difficult to get one.
Turning right at the top. Very good. Handbrake on. Well, get out of the road, missus. I can't see a bloody...
Over the last year, I've sort of been psyching myself up to do this, and this just seemed like a good idea. Do it all in a week, get it over with, and bingo.
You'd think somebody would let you out, wouldn't you?
What's happening here?
Just tag on the end.
Oh, right.
Left. That's it.
That's
That's it. Look way in front. Maybe
Yeah.
3-4 cars in front
Yeah.
if you can. That's good. You know, forewarned is forearmed.
Yeah.
This is where your running commentary can help you.
Right.
See any problems coming up?
Yeah, well, there's just lots of cars. The lights are in green. There's that
That's
boy on
it.
the bike.
Yeah.
Oh, silly kid.
Department
Right.
of Transport bike, that is. Look.
Whoops, a daisy.
Of course, we would pick this time of night to come up here, wouldn't we? Right, up you come.
Done it again.
Not to worry. Handbrake on, gear until you start your engine up again.
I'm not particularly enjoying the driving. No, it's a bit like being able to swim or being able to walk. It's just something you've got to be able to do that I can't do. Clear that way.
This is overheating. The engine's going to overheat in a minute. Gas, gas, gas. Right, up you come. Good lad, well done. Oh, you smell that?
Something smelling, isn't
Yeah, it's overheating.
Oh, dear.
The engine's overheating.
Didn't like that.
No, there aren't. But we've got something else. Oh!
Yes.
How do you behave under pressure, Rupert?
A scream and cry. Yeah, I totally go to pieces and hide under the table and sob.
Usually when I'm under pressure, especially with, with taking a driving test more than once, it's become like a mountain. But can I ask you, did you start learning to drive when you were 17?
Yeah.
And then what made you stop?
I just never got around to it after
Right.
when
What
I was
did you
sort of
fail on last
17.
time?
Being a complete imbecile and very dangerous to everyone on the road.
I know what it's like, absolutely. I came with the idea that this was my make or break, and that I really needed to pass a driving test after X number of years. I'm not going into that.
How many years, Geraldine?
26. Since I originally
26.
started learning to drive in America.
How many tests have you had, Geraldine?
I wouldn't even tell you.
More than 3.
Exactly.
Well, I think there's a fairly strong chance that 50% of us are going to get
50%, yeah.
I mean, that's the average pass rate, isn't it? Some of us are going to be very happy and some of us are going to be disappointed. I think there's a fairly strong chance we're not all
I would
going
cry.
to.
If I did or if I didn't. Either way, yeah.
So it's a release.
But I mean, but I do anyway. I'm a good crier. I always say to people, I can still talk even if I cry.
Yeah, when the examiner comes out,
Yeah,
he'll stand the candidate either in the park,
yeah,
end of the parkway
Yeah,
there, or
yeah.
up against this wall.
right,
But there's maybe 4 or 5 people on test.
yeah,
So some people will read a number plate on
Or
the
down
car
there.
up there or round the corner.
yeah, yeah. That's a motorbike test, isn't it? coming
Yes.
up? Oh, right.
Yeah, that's the chief examiner. He's going out on a motorbike test.
Right.
He looks a bit imposing, but really he's a gentle giant. Now you see the guy walking down there?
Yeah,
When you reverse round the corner, he likes you to go back maybe 6 or 7 car lengths around the corner.
right,
Okay, now if you look at the other fella there,
right,
he's a character that likes you to use all your gears at the correct speed.
Right.
Up and down that gearbox at the right speed.
right.
And the other man, he's another stickler on highway code. But he, don't
Right.
worry about it, because he does prompt.
I reckon if I get as far as the highway code, I won't worry. I
No,
won't worry.
he'll,
If I've got-
he'll drag the answer out
Yeah,
of you.
it's not only that. If I've got that far, I'll either have done it or I won't.
If you come as far as Friday, when you take a driving test and fail the driving, fail it, how would you feel about carrying on driving?
I've already decided that I'll carry on
You will
straight
carry
away.
on, yeah. But you don't. And how do you feel if you did the test, Ray?
Pretty much. So I'm going to be hacked off.
Fed up, right?
Just book it and take it next month.
Right, that's
Yeah.
So if you do one thing wrong, then everything goes wrong. So you make a mistake on your roundabouts, which are easy. Or oh God, I'll take it in reverse. You know, when you go really wide, and all of a sudden the road's here. You know, you sort of go around like that, and all of a sudden you're all going on like that, so that you're not side of the road. But basically, I think it's nerves with me more than anything.
When you're actually out on a driving test,
Yep.
the figures prove that the girls are better at coping it than the men, and the reason that they're better at it is it's the blokes have this with all their mates.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've got my test. This is why I always say to somebody, try not to tell too many people when you're doing your driving test. Keep it to yourself. It takes the pressure off.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of this road, it's a T-junction. We're turning left, so it's mirrors now, signal now, left, left, left. That left, the other left, that's it. Nice gentle braking now. Steer to the left, steer as well. Around you go, steer. Don't forget the white line that's in the middle of the road. Aviation fuel, kangaroo fuel. We made it, thank God. Oh, that's another junction manoeuvre. Oh.
Another roundabout will be coming up shortly.
Yeah.
Rectify that fault again.
Right.
Look all around.
Right. See what happens.
There's the roundabout, you see?
No. Yes.
It's just offset to your right, Notch.
That's it now.
Okay.
I'm
That's
going
great.
into 2. I'm going to check to make sure there's nothing coming, which there's that blue car. But there's nothing else, so I'm going to go around
There was a
it.
red car coming round to the right, look, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so watch out for that.
Am I going on?
Straight on, yeah?
Right.
Did you see the red car coming
No, I
round?
didn't.
Yeah.
I saw the blue one.
You didn't know, when you go in and sign your name for the driving test and he calls you sign your name, when you lean over and sign your name like that there, the examiner normally turns and looks at the instructor and says good morning or good afternoon, and when he does we go, and I'll tell the examiner how really bad you are, and that's why you won't run away. No, I won't. I won't
I'll be
follow
all
you.
right.
Yeah, you'll be wonderful.
You promise?
I promised faithfully, you'll really be wonderful.
What car has a green flashing light at the top of it? I didn't know either. A doctor's car. And that was asked.
Right.
So there you are, you see.
Don't remember reading that in here.
It isn't in there. It isn't in there. It was asked.
Is Jack different to other teachers that you've had?
I think all the instructors are different. You know, everyone is different. But I mean, I like Jack. I think he's really suited to me because when I first came, I thought, I don't know if I'd want John to teach me, but I don't know if I could cope with him. How do you find him?
I think I've got used to him now. I quite enjoy the humour, and he makes me feel relaxed, which is really important. I've always been very nervous up until now.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's messing around and making me feel comfortable even when I'm flying along at 50 miles an hour. And
Yeah.
I don't feel nervous, so I feel a lot better about it. I think he's perhaps a good match for me.
Yeah.
I'm really trying hard not to think about the test as such, just sort of concentrate more on each day as it comes and getting a bit better, so that when it arrives on Friday, it won't matter particularly and I'll just sail through it without worrying.
I'm keeping in 3rd because the lights are at red. Should I have gone into 4?
No, that's fine, that's fine.
I'm going to get it this time, if it kills me, because I feel a lot more confident. I just feel like I just will. I just will. I definitely will. Famous last words.
Happy with that?
Yeah, fine. What's that shop like?
And try and remember to have a little glance in the mirrors as you go along, otherwise I'll smack you. As soon as possible. That's better, lovely.
I'm really enjoying the driving, especially when you can put your foot down. And if I could just get past the test, then I'll be able to take Alice out, who's my little girl, so we'll be able to get out of London a bit more and see friends and family.
is my Las Vegas trick. Shuffling the cards to play bottoms up. I haven't seen this one before. No, through. I'll tell you what, I always do it. I'll take them from underneath and you know all the artists, I'll pick them up.
Just in case you're not hard enough, you know. Cheated now.
Right, what's that one?
Traffic on the left-hand lane.
Has priority.
Priority over vehicles from the opposite direction, so it can be like right as well. I mean, this could...
Danger, but that one happens to be a falling tree. Could be a
That's the danger point.
could be learner drivers.
At the roundabout, take the road ahead. It's the second exit, please. The mock test is a dry run for the real test. We instructors swap pupils and simulate test conditions. They're out there driving for 25 minutes without their friendly, lovable instructor telling them what to do. And the thing that gets the pupils most is the silence.
Oh, silly man.
Now, at the end of the road, we're turning left, please. I'd like you to stop on the left-hand side of the road, just before the lamppost on the left will do. And I'd like you to turn the car on the road using forward and reverse gears, but try not to touch the curb. Thank you. Drive on. At the end of the road, turn left, please. And stop behind the red car, please, if you will. Switch off the engine. Now, what's really important is that you've got to demonstrate to that driving examiner you can drive a car, you can fit in with other road users, you can execute the manoeuvres to a fairly competent level, but when you're doing them, it's observation. Right. Now I'll tell you what happened.
Do you find it odd with him being a bit quiet?
Yeah.
There's just nothing no one there telling you what to do, is there?
We've done 5 tests today. One of them passed, the other 4 definitely failed their mock test. I'll take each pupil, I'll tell them this is your test, this is what you've done, you've actually failed 4, this is what you failed for and why. And then, in other words, they've got the target for the rest of the day to carry on driving, then tomorrow morning polish up the bits and pieces and go and take the driving test.
That's a nice pull away, that was. Lovely. Go for it now, Luke. You've got that licence if you can drive like that.
Don't let somebody sounding the horn really upset you.
Right.
You want to score your brownie points, stay cool, calm and collective.
Nice easy bends, weren't they?
Lovely.
A woman is
Like to do
yours.
that every day.
Oh, no problem whatsoever. If you can do that here, you can pass the driving test standing on your head.
And pedestrians are your worst enemy. Bikes are second. You don't get too much hassle for the drivers.
No.
You get plenty off pedestrians. Okay, look then? Yep.
Okay. Try and be conscious of your toes and your ankles. You can move them around if you want to. Forget about what's been happening today or the rest of the week, and just be very conscious of your body. Try and breathe deeply if you can, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, maybe thinking about tomorrow and thinking positively about the results of the test. Keep breathing.
Let's take a look at traffic now for this Friday the 13th of August, and we are getting news in of an accident on the A491 northbound just south of...
You realise that one or two projects may have to be abandoned or at least shelved for a while until you get a clearer view of the road ahead. Geraldine?
Yep.
Taurus? Yep.
Yes.
Today will bring a chance to re-establish order and structure where there has lately been chaos and argument. It is quite possible that what you're secretly dreaming of is not as impossible or hopeless as you thought. That's pretty good.
I think that's wonderful. Wonderful.
Jonathan Kane.
Let it out, Geraldine, come on. Shout out.
Inevitably, there is pressure. And I think having somebody like Geraldine who's actually done so much driving and so many tests before probably adds to it a bit, because you're sort of tense on her behalf and other people's behalf as well as yourself.
Go on in, Rupert, bring me car back safe, son. That's all I want.
If you ever get it back, there's no rush. You want it for next week, you see.
Yeah.
In theory, it should be a doddle. But in practice, of course, you don't know, do you? Because, you know, you get nerves, as always, or you get uptight, or maybe something will just happen that is not the norm, and you blow it. But I'm hoping that it will be okay. I'm hoping it'll be okay.
Yeah, about 25 minutes and that'll be it. It'll settle down better then as she gets towards the first junction.
I hope she settles down.
I hope she settles down, yeah.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Well done.
Super.
Oh, it's absolutely. I made
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
No to the head.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Well done, sweetheart.
Cheers, mate.
You don't
Well done. We did it.
If at first you don't succeed.
Try.
You know that.
How many was
Yeah.
it?
You know that.
11.
11.
My 11th test.
Well done. Whoa.
I'm just so nervous.
You have to do a long drive. Go on, let it all out. I'm going to love driving. I'm going to love doing everything that I want to do on my own without asking my husband. Can't wait to get my car next week. I've told my husband that's the first priority. I need my own car. It will be nice to toot at my sister's house and take her shopping rather than her tooting at my house and taking me shopping. So yes, it will be lovely. Yes.
Right, lads, that's it. That's the end of another jolly week. Next week, Jock, you've got a young lassie, 17, never driven before.
Who's got the short straw?
The short straw this week is our Jack.
Oh,
Good old
excellent.
Jack.
Good old Jack. Yeah, well done,
I need a week off after that last one.
No wonder.